Shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, for giving me the opportunity to come out here to prophesy today. I do want to give double honor to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. My name is RAWCHAA from the camp of prophecy in Babylon. Come through another lesson today. And this one's going into the days are getting shorter. All right. And the reason why I want to get into this topic was because of the rumors I heard around, in America. Even when when I'm going to work and doing what I got to do, people are now saying that the days are getting faster and faster. All right. There was one time when I was, cashing out a customer where, I'm right here hoping for a break. I'm working, being a cashier is no joke, but I'm just wondering for my break, getting a little tired. And the customer was like, damn, it's already 8 o'clock already. She was confused because, she said she just got in the store and she could have sworn that it was 5. Now it's 8, and she was like, damn, the times are moving faster, and then, it sparked a lesson in me just to realize that the days are getting faster, not for the thing that you guys are thinking of in the world, because you guys think that the times are getting faster because, it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. No, the times are getting faster is because Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is trying to save his elect, or his brothers, the 144,000. Or he's trying to speed up the time so they could be delivered. Because if we stay here any longer, if we stay here, suffering through the bullshit 24/7, we all be screwed. Esau, Edom will come down with great wrath, fucking us up. All right, the flesh will fuck us up tormentously. Jake will be through. Everything will be destroyed. So Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is trying to shorten up the days so you can hurry up and deliver the elect, so you could save them out of it. Because we got to be delivered out of this bondage, out of this captivity. We're still in captivity till this day. And no, we're not in a captivity in the sense of where, we're getting whipped by the Edomites. You're going outside and Edomites saying, fuck you. And, he just get a whip and just smack you in the head. We're in a captivity of bondage and through mentality, through suppression of mental health, where basically everybody sees you as nothing. You a Jake man out there, people don't give you respect. All right. If you want to get money, you gotta do wicked shit. You basically just getting suppressed 24/7. Mentality through mental. All right. Demons is attacking you 24/7. Your flesh making you go off. All right. Those are the things that's attacking you, and that's keeping you down. And Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is going to deliver us from those things. He's going to, take it out. All right. And by doing it, and how he's going to do it, by shortening up the days, by making it quicker so we could just pass by it and boom, be out of here, because now the days have been fulfilled for Esau rulership. Now is for what? For Israel to rule. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 22, because this is a scripture where it says the days are shortened. It says this, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. All right, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's basically what's happening right now. The days are getting shortened because for the elect's sake. Because the Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI wants to deliver the 144,000, his brothers, or from this hellhole, from this this wicked place. Because this place is full of wickedness, it's full of abominable things. It's out of order, and it persecute the righteous. All right, they persecute the just, because the just, they're trying to live a righteous life. But imagine you trying to live a righteous life, but you getting persecuted 24/7. All right, you got to worry about bills. You got to worry about your woman going against you, so you got to please her. You worrying about the kids. You worrying about the You know what I'm saying? Like you got to worry about how to get your bread up. You're subject to payments, and you got to fulfill those payments no matter what. So you're basically in an internal slavery. so you could fulfill those due that you basically owe, just to live a basic life, you know. So Yahweh Shema Shai is coming for the days to deliver the elect out of it. Because when the elect go in the kingdom of heaven and they enter the kingdom, look, there's not going to be no more worry about bills, or worry about a woman, or worry about, things coming up, because you're going to have everything. The brother's going to have everything that they ever wanted, that they ever desired. It's going to be right there in their, in their fingertip. All right, everything. Or you wanted a brand new car, look, you got a chariot. You wanted a brand new house, look, you got a mansion, a castle. Or you wanted respect, shoot, you got glory. You know, all those things that you ever wanted is gonna come for the elect in those days. Why? Because that they're predestined to be delivered. They're the one who is the just, the righteous. All right, and Yahweh Shema Shai is showing up the days for them. All right, and it's evident. We all in this truth, we all in the world, we're seeing how the days are moving faster and faster and faster. Right now, I'm doing a class about the days are getting shortened at 2 a.m. in the morning. I was thinking about doing this, on Saturday, but now it's already Sunday. Showing you how fast the days are moving. It's just a blink in an eye. We're already here. Let's grab another scripture real quick. I want to grab Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says this: for the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right, so the visions that we see in the scriptures are for the appointed time and date, and it's gonna come to pass no matter what. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it's sure to come and not tarry. All right, so even though it seems like it's happening for a very long time, wait for it, because it will not tarry any longer. And the kingdom of heaven is not prolonging. All right, all the brothers out there, you've been suffering, you've been going through hell. Look, Yahweh Shema Shai is speeding up the days just for you, just for you. He's basically speeding up the captivity so we could enjoy the kingdom of heaven. Or you know how a teacher puts you in timeout, you gotta sit in a corner for 5 minutes, but the teacher have mercy on you, so she kind of just speeds up the clock for you. That's basically what Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi is doing for us. He's basically just speeding the clock for us, and he's trying to get us out of the place, because the place that we're in is just hell. It is really hell. You get no respect. You're bugged out mentally. You stressing about things of the bills, because if you don't pay the bills, Esau's gonna come after you. So basically, you're on your tippy toe 24/7. All right, and even though let's say you're okay with the bills, you're okay with this. Now your flesh is going against you. Now the spiritual demon Satan is effing you up the head. It's a never-ending battle. There's always something up that's gonna come up. But in the kingdom of heaven, when we go in the kingdom, in that vision, in those days, even though it seems far-fetched, in those days you're gonna be okay. All right. To you elect, it's not far-fetched because you believe it. But lower this lesson is like a faith booster, like a hope of what's going to come. Because this is what's going to come. This is what's going to come to pass very soon. I might do a lesson on the kingdom of heaven, because that's basically what's about to come for us, for the men of the Lord. Lord, I'm the elect, because we're entering those days of times are getting quicker, where we're entering Jacob trouble, where we're entering War 3. Well, we're in it right now, but it's moving so fast to the point where, shoot, at any moment, civil war might happen. At any moment, America is going to say, I'm going to war against Russia. That's how fast the days are going. So it's a matter of time where the kingdom of heaven is going to come, and Yahweh Shai is going to deliver you elect. He's just going to deliver y'all. And it's going to be a beautiful sight, because when you see those chariots, that means everything of what you worried about, the bills, your kids being caught out of the world, your family, they're all going to be saved. And you're just going to be there, getting your crown, getting your house, getting your castle, getting your mansion, all right, conquering, and you get everything that you want, everything, and you just be chill. A new body, because you know this fleshy body is kind of going against our ways. Is a demon, but in those days, shoot, man, we're gonna be perfect. You'll be walking perfect, and it was gonna be a good day. You know, a good day. Are you women out there that don't have no man? You finna have a man. All right, you men out there that struggling with a woman, you're finna have woman. Trust and believe, you're finna have woman. Between all her break loose, they're gonna be like, "Can I be your wife? You know, can I be your wife? Can I be yours? And you just be mine, and you save me from the wickedness." It'll be like that, and you're gonna say, "Yeah," because shoot, that's what you always wanted in the first place. All right, let me actually grab that real quick. It was in the book of Isaiah, chapter, I forgot, 4:1. Yep. It says this, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. So a woman, so basically, you know, woman 7 goes into completion. So many women, it could go to 7, it could be 8, it could be 2, it could be 5. We don't know. But just know it's gonna be multiple. All right, shall take hold of one man. And what? In a day of trouble or a day of hell. Because, you know, who could save them? Who could deliver them? The only way a woman could be delivered is through childbearing. All right, a woman that's out of the world, that don't know the truth, and you know, at the last second they're trying to, you know, be saved. Childbearing, you know, because now you're under him. You're basically his woman now. You can be delivered. All right, because there are elect women that will be delivered too. I believe book of Peter talks about it. I don't want to say it wrong, but I know the New Testament talks about the elect woman. All right, but there's gonna be other women out there. I'll be delivered through what? Through childbearing. All right, so that's why they're going to take a hold of one man, because that man is the way to salvation. All right, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, and only let us be called by the name to take away our reproach, our wickedness. So basically, they'll be like, you know, let me be your husband, let me be your as a husband, your wife, so I could, you know, to get rid of my sins, so I could be saved. And some man, if she looks nice, they're gonna say, yeah. If a woman came up to me, you know, if I'm the elect, a woman came up to me saying, yo, I'll be a wife with you, and just because I want to be saved with you, I'll be like, why not? She look fine too. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. But yeah, you brothers out there, it's gonna be the same thing happening to you. All right, you say, but I already have a woman. Trust and believe. You're gonna say yes to the others that's about to come to you. All right, and your woman gonna say nothing about it, because you know, it's hell. It's so much hell going on, to the point where they're not going to go against no man. A woman's going to look for a man in those days. All right? And time is speeding up for these prophecies to come to pass, just so YAHAWASHI could deliver you. All right? Just so he could bless you. Just so he could help you out and just give you everything that you want, a peace of mind. All right? A peace of mind is what a man could ever want. You know, or a peace of mind. That's like one thing. You know, that's like you cannot. Doesn't matter how much money. How can I say it? You could give me the riches of the world. If I don't have a peace of mind, then nothing could help you, because you're gonna be tormenting your mind 24/7. But if you have a peace of mind, nothing's going to bother you. Nothing is. You basically in heaven already. You know, not right now. I'm just saying that you're gonna be, you basically flowing. You basically in the spirit, and that's a beautiful thing. No money could get that to you. All right, the only way you get that is through YAHAWASHI, and he gives that, you know, first and foremost through the truth. All right, because he gives you the wisdom, knowledge to keep you a stable mindset to know what's going on. But in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna see it and feel it, and you're gonna indulge in it. And you're not gonna have no, you know, off days. It's just gonna be a peaceful day. All right. Let me go back to the book of Matthews. But that's all I wanted to get into today. I wanted to just talk about the book of Matthew, chapter 22. Well, I believe it was 24, verse 22. It talks about the days are getting shortened. So let's read it again. Matthew 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. So basically, the days are getting shortened because Yahweh Shemashai is trying to deliver the elect so they can receive their blessings. That's basically it, And this lesson was inspired by, some Edomite woman. She was like, wow, the days are getting shortened. The reason why is because Yahweh Shemashai is trying to deliver the elect. And that's just the honest truth. Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi is just trying to deliver the elect. And we're entering the age where that's going to come true. All right, but that's all I want to get into today. Lord, edified by this lesson. I do want to give all praises to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving me the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.